few moments ago. Here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Roethlisberger. And some room to work. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To Deshaun Jackson.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
At the 26-yard line.
To throw again is Jackson. Flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
The extra point.
And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
44-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brought down.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there to set them up first and goal. They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the play.
Leads second down and goal. Roethlisberger to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. But now it's third and goal.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a short return to the 6-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Jackson now down around his goal line. Rolling to his right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's at the 50, 30. Past the 20.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, 96 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
At the 28-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14, Steelers nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The tackle by
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Brown. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
40-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Number 22.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 47 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10.
Roethlisberger.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And a Steeler 1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
3-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Play.
Now Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 7. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
2 yards.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson rolling to his left. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way.
Take over 1st and 10.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Johnson, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
But he breaks through another tackle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
A gain of a yard.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State.
This is caught inside the 15.
That's good.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Jackson now. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Jackson will throw again. Buying time to his left. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And now here is another interception. Pro Bowler Marcus Peters. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And Jackson can. He'll go down. It's the veteran K.J. Wright, the disruptive force. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And hitting Juju on the slant.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's going to try and do this himself.
And it's caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is down to 24.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Ravens. 52 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Jackson on the move to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
The 1st down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
A good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even know
for them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.